The truth is often obscured by the light of day, lurking in the shadows of high-rise corporate towers and whispered in the hushed tones of the power elite. Unveils a gripping narrative of a corporate conspiracy. An intricate dance of deception where our protagonists, Jason, Christine, and Artoria, seek to untangle the web of lies spun by the formidable Thompson and his cadre of corporate cronies. It's a tale where danger lurks in every email, behind every handshake, and within every shadowed corner. In the shadows cast by towering skyscrapers, the truth often remains hidden, obscured by the blinding lights of power and prosperity. Introduces us to a world where corporate malfeasance isn't just a possibility, it's a given. Jason, Christine, and Artoria work within this realm, each skilled in their respective fields, driven by a common goal: to expose the rot at the heart of the corporate world. The office of Manticore Tech buzzes with the low hum of tension. Jason's brow is furrowed, his eyes scanning the room with a strategic mind, always planning.
Christine, ever the vigilant one, rechecks their security measures, her fingers flying over her keyboard with practiced ease.
Artoria, with a smirk playing on her lips, leans back in her chair, exuding a confidence that borders on recklessness.
The air is thick with the aftermath of their recent clash with Thompson, a corporate shark with far-reaching influence.
Night falls, and the office quietens but for Christine's soft footsteps. She pauses at her desk, her eyes catching sight of an envelope, stark against the dark wood. No sender, no stamp, just ominous, heavy paper. She opens it with a whisper of trepidation, reading the cryptic warning. Beware the shadows that lurk in plain sight. Trust no one. Her heart races as she shares the message with Jason and Artoria, their faces set in grim lines. This letter was a harbinger of darker things to come.
Under the cloak of night, in the cold echo of an underground parking garage, Jason meets Tom, a jittery man with eyes that dart around as if expecting to be followed.
They're planning something big.
Tom, a former insider at Thompson's corporation, clutches documents, the evidence of impending corporate sabotage. He whispers, handing over the papers that could alter the course of their investigation. Jason's handshake is firm, the gravity of Tom's risk not lost on him.
They won't be able to resist this.
Back at the office, the trio huddles around a sprawl of documents, their minds racing with possibilities. Christine sketches out the decoy, an irresistible fake investment to lure Thompson out. She asserts, a spark of excitement in her eyes.
They won't know what hit them.
Jason nods, his mind already turning over the logistics. Artoria taps away at her laptop, setting up the digital trap with a grin. The scene shifts to an upscale restaurant, its ambience a stark contrast to the deception unfolding. Jason, posing as a charismatic CEO, extends a USB drive to Thompson, who smirks with greed-laced curiosity. Only the best are considered, Jason states confidently, baiting the hook with precision. Thompson, unaware of the trap, steps right into their carefully constructed web. Outside the corporate building, the night air is tense with anticipation. Law enforcement officers hidden in the shadows wait for the signal.
Inside, as the digital transfer confirms Thompson's bite, an officer speaks into his radio, his voice a low command, "All units be ready." We move as soon as the transfer is confirmed. The trap was set, the players in place, the end game near.
In the aftermath of the raid, the small office feels somehow both bigger and emptier. Christine leans against her desk, relief and exhaustion etching her features. "We did it," she sighs, her gaze meeting Jason's steady one. But there's still so much to uncover. Determination replaces fatigue as they prepare for the long haul. This victory was merely a battle won in an ongoing war. Celebration is cut short by the arrival of another cryptic message. Christine reads it aloud, her voice steady despite the chill it sends down their spines. You've won this battle, but the war is far from over. Bigger forces are at play. Jason's jaw sets, his resolve hardening. Then we keep fighting, he declares, the weight of their responsibility never clearer.
In the tranquility of a city park, the trio allows themselves a moment of respite.
Christine's laughter rings out clear and hopeful. We've come a long way, but there's still so much to do.
Artoria raises her coffee in a toast. Here's to new challenges and endless possibilities. The battle lines were drawn, their resolve unbreakable.
At the heart of every great mystery is a question, a puzzle that demands to be solved. But what happens when the clues lead you not just across the globe, but also deep into the annals of ancient wisdom and modern misdeeds? This is the story of Christine and Jason, two individuals who are propelled on a harrowing journey from the comfort of their office to the rugged terrains of Ragersville, into the ominous skies above the Pacific, and finally, into a hidden cave that holds secrets as old as time itself. This narrative isn't merely about survival against natural odds, but it's also a quest towards unveiling truths that have the power to reshape understandings of justice and equality. From receiving an enigmatic email to discovering an ancient oracle, their journey challenges the very fabric of their beliefs and tests their endurance beyond their limits. This video will explore their narrative, dissect the layers of the mystery, and connect the ancient texts they uncover with contemporary issues of justice and societal structure. Christine's day at the office took an unexpected turn with the arrival of an anonymous email, traced back to the secretary's office of the chairman of the head office. The cryptic message was succinct, an invitation to a meeting and party in Ragersville, USA, in just 2 days. Despite the mystery and potential dangers, the allure of the unknown pulled Christine and her colleague Jason into a decision that was as reckless as it was irresistible. The lack of information about the purpose of the meeting, the odd timing, and the urgency all suggested that this was no ordinary invitation. It hinted at deeper undercurrents, perhaps corporate espionage, a trap, or a test of loyalty. This part will explore their decision-making process, weighed down by curiosity and professional duty. Jason, ever the skeptic, voiced his concerns about walking into a potential trap. Yet in his heart, the thrill of an adventure, of uncovering something big, perhaps bigger than their mundane corporate grievances, was too tempting to pass up. Their journey began with a flight across the vast Pacific Ocean, a route that promised tranquility but delivered peril. Without warning, their plane was caught in what is known as clear sky turbulence. This phenomenon, hard to predict and invisible to radar, poses a significant threat even with modern aviation technology. The narrative here will delve into the details of this harrowing experience, focusing on the chaotic scenes inside the cabin. Passengers screamed as the aircraft plummeted 7,000 feet, causing injuries and creating a scenario of utter panic. The experience was a brutal reminder of the sheer power of nature and the fragility of human constructs like aircraft. This section will also discuss the concept of clear sky turbulence, explaining its causes and why it remains a significant challenge for aviation safety. It will highlight how, despite advances in technology, there are still aspects of our world that remain untamed and unpredictable.
We're experiencing some unexpected turbulence. Please remain calm and follow safety procedures.
The skill of the flight crew, amidst the chaos, managed an emergency landing in a remote valley within the Rocky Mountains, an area marked by its rugged beauty and unforgiving terrain. The immediate concern post-landing was survival. The cold was biting, injuries needed attention, and the nearest civilization was miles away. This part of the video will reconstruct the emergency landing and the scramble for safety that followed. It will highlight the crew's and passengers' efforts to preserve life and limb in a situation that tested their physical and emotional limits. The unknown valley, isolated and serene, offered them a temporary refuge but also a sense of foreboding. It was here that the real adventure began, as they stumbled upon a cave that promised shelter but ended up delivering much more.
We've made an emergency landing. Please stay calm and prepare for evacuation. Follow the crew's instructions carefully.
Upon entering the cave, Jason, driven by a mix of curiosity and necessity, discovered a massive, smooth rock. Its surface, once cleared, revealed intriguing, faint light spots.
Look at this, Christine. The patterns on this rock, they seem almost deliberate.
The cave, initially a haven from the harsh external conditions, soon turned into a site of mystery. This section will describe their first night in the cave, the exploration of the rock, and the initial discovery of what appeared to be a deliberate design or pattern. The light spots, upon closer inspection, seemed to form a coherent design, hinting at human craftsmanship and ancient origins.
These markings, they're not random. It's like they're telling a story.
The group's interaction with this discovery, a mix of awe and scientific curiosity, set the stage for a deeper investigation. It was a night filled with speculative discussions about the possible age and origin of the carvings, discussions that were both thrilling and terrifying. As dawn broke, the cave's dim interiors lit up slightly, revealing more details of the mysterious rock. What they uncovered was astonishing, a Tai Chi yin and yang diagram, impeccably preserved. This ancient symbol, representing dualism and balance in Eastern philosophy, suggested a connection to early Chinese civilizations. This part of the essay will explore the significance of the Tai Chi diagram, discussing its philosophical and cultural importance. It will also delve into the group's reaction to finding such a symbol so far from its cultural origins, sparking debates and theories about historical migrations and exchanges. The discovery raised more questions than it answered.
I've got to capture every detail. This could be groundbreaking. Narrator. The exploration continued, and soon more patterns and what appeared to be text were discovered around the edges of the rock. The inscriptions were faint but discernible, and Jason took it upon himself to document everything meticulously with his mobile phone.
This section will detail the process of documenting the ancient texts and the initial attempts at deciphering them. The role of modern technology in preserving and understanding historical artifacts will be highlighted, showcasing how digital tools can aid in archaeological discoveries. The excitement of uncovering something potentially groundbreaking was tempered by the responsibility to handle such findings with care. The implications of their discovery were beginning to dawn on them as they pondered the historical, cultural, and academic significance of the inscriptions. Rescue came not a moment too soon. As the group was evacuated from the cave, the focus shifted to the well-being of the injured and the analysis of the photographed inscriptions. The initial excitement of discovery transitioned to a more measured approach as experts were consulted. This part will discuss the logistics of the rescue operation and the initial steps taken to analyze the photographs of the inscriptions. The challenge of transporting injured passengers and ensuring their safety while also securing the site and the findings will be explored. The involvement of experts in Chinese oracle bone inscriptions introduced a new phase in the adventure, one that moved from physical exploration to academic analysis. The potential historical significance of the findings began to unfold, hinting at revelations that could alter our understanding of history. The inscriptions, once shared with experts, began to yield their secrets. The ancient texts were not just historical artifacts, but conveyed a message, a philosophical treatise on law, justice, and society.
The translation revealed a sophisticated understanding of societal structures and human rights, astonishing in its modernity and depth.
This section will delve into the specifics of the translated text, exploring its themes and implications.
The ancient message spoke of justice, equality, and the role of citizens in shaping their societies, a message that resonates deeply even in contemporary times.
The revelation that such advanced concepts were articulated thousands of years ago challenged modern perceptions of historical civilizations. It suggested a shared human preoccupation with justice and equity, transcending time and culture. The philosophical depth of the ancient texts invited a comparison with contemporary legal and ethical standards. How do ancient perceptions of justice and law compare to modern principles? What can we learn from these ancient texts that might inform current debates on rights, governance, and societal duties? This part will explore these questions, drawing parallels between the ancient texts and modern philosophical and legal thought. The discussion will aim to highlight how historical perspectives can enrich contemporary debates and perhaps offer solutions to persistent societal issues. The integration of ancient wisdom into modern contexts is not just an academic exercise, but a practical exploration of how history informs present realities. The potential for these ancient texts to influence contemporary legal and ethical discussions is both exciting and profound. After the whirlwind of discovery and rescue, Christine and Jason return to their daily lives, changed forever by their experiences. The impact of their adventure extended beyond personal transformation. It influenced their professional paths and opened up new areas of inquiry and collaboration. This section will reflect on the aftermath of the discovery and its implications for Christine and Jason's future endeavors. How did the experience influence their careers and perspectives? What new questions and projects arose from their adventure? The ripple effects of their journey were felt not just in their personal lives, but also in the broader academic and professional communities. The discovery sparked interest and debate, leading to new research initiatives and collaborations. The journey of Christine and Jason is a narrative of adventure, discovery, and intellectual challenge. It highlights the enduring human quest for knowledge and the timeless relevance of ancient wisdom. This concluding section will summarize the key points of the essay, reflecting on the broader significance of their discoveries. The exploration of ancient texts in a modern context underscored the interconnectedness of human societies and the shared quest for understanding and justice. The story of their journey is a testament to the power of curiosity and the unanticipated paths it can lead us down. In reflecting on their adventure, we are reminded of the value of history and the lessons it holds for contemporary society. The discoveries in Ragersville not only shed light on ancient civilizations, but also illuminate current issues, proving that the past is always relevant to the present. This essay has traversed continents and centuries, connecting a mysterious invitation to profound philosophical insights. The journey of Christine and Jason reminds us that sometimes, to understand where we are going, we need to delve into where we have been. Their story is a vivid illustration of the adventure that history offers us, not just as a record of what has been, but as a map to what might be. Mystery captivates the human mind more than any other genre, perhaps because it mirrors the enigmas of our own lives. Shadows in the Light taps into this universal truth, weaving a narrative that is as profound as it is perplexing. This story is not just about uncovering hidden truths. It's about the journey towards understanding that sometimes the path to illumination is through the darkest corridors. The narrative plunges readers into a labyrinth where power and secrecy play a pivotal role. As the protagonists navigate through this maze, they not only uncover hidden truths, but also confront their own shadows. This introduction sets the stage for a tale that challenges perceptions and tests the boundaries of trust and knowledge. It begins with an unexpected spark, a mysterious message that appears out of nowhere, igniting a trail of inquiry that refuses to be extinguished.
Christine, a seasoned investigator, knows that such messages are rarely sent without intent. Her partner Jason, equally intrigued, agrees that the message's origins and its ominous undertone are worth investigating.
This spark of discovery is crucial as it sets the entire narrative into motion. It symbolizes the initial flicker of curiosity that is fundamental to the human spirit, the same curiosity that has propelled countless seekers throughout history on quests for truth. This section delves into their decision to pursue this lead despite the potential dangers, highlighting their unyielding desire to uncover what lies beneath the surface. The decision to venture into the unknown is fueled by a compelling need to uncover the truth behind the mysterious message. Christine and Jason prepare for their journey with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. Packing their bags, they carry not only essentials, but also the heavy burden of uncertainty. Their preparation is meticulous, reflecting their understanding of the risks involved. This journey is not just a physical relocation, but a plunge into the depths of a conspiracy that could threaten their very lives. The weight of their decision is palpable, as they step out of their comfort zones into a scenario where every shadow could hold a threat, and every ally could be a foe. The emotional landscape of this part underscores the human response to facing the unknown. Fear, thrill, and a relentless push towards resolution, painting a vivid picture of the courage it takes to chase after concealed truths. As Christine and Jason's flight ascends, the smooth journey they hoped for is quickly marred by sudden, severe turbulence. The shaking aircraft serves as a blunt metaphor for the tumultuous journey they have embarked upon. The chaos aboard mirrors their internal turmoil, filled with doubts and fears about the path they have chosen. This literal turbulence forces them to confront their decision to pursue this mysterious lead. Clutching their seats and each other, their resolve is tested. This scene is pivotal, as it strips down their motivations to the raw, undeniable truth. They are irrevocably committed to uncovering the secrets that lurk in the shadows, no matter the physical and emotional upheaval it may cause. The turbulence, both literal and metaphorical, sets the tone for the challenges ahead. It is a stark reminder that the quest for truth is rarely a smooth ride, and one must be prepared to endure the bumps along the way. The turbulence leads to an unplanned emergency landing in a secluded valley in the Rocky Mountains, a stark and unforgiving landscape that tests their survival instincts. The passengers, including Christine and Jason, emerge from the wreckage, dazed and confused, yet grateful to be alive. The immediate need for survival brings out a primal instinct in the group, as they rally to help the injured and secure the perimeter. This scene is charged with a raw, gritty realism. The cold, hard ground of the valley serves as a harsh reminder of the reality they now face. Isolated from the world with no immediate rescue on the horizon, the group must depend on one another. This setting, hostile yet majestic, mirrors the internal landscape of our protagonists, shaken yet resilient. The emergency landing is a pivotal moment in the narrative, symbolizing a point of no return. The journey forward is not just about solving a mystery, it's about surviving long enough to tell the tale. Seeking refuge and shelter, the group discovers a cave. This cave, hidden within the rugged terrains of the Rocky Mountains, holds secrets of its own. As they explore its depths, the flicker of their torches reveals ancient carvings on the walls, symbols and scripts that hint at long-forgotten histories. This discovery shifts the narrative. The cave, initially a mere shelter, becomes a sanctum of mysteries beckoning to be solved. The darkness of the cave is metaphorical, representing the unknown depths of the story they are unraveling. Each carving, each symbol they uncover adds layers to the narrative, suggesting that their journey is connected to much older, deeper tales. The significance of these findings cannot be overstated. They are not just physical markings, but keys to understanding the broader implications of their quest. This part of the story emphasizes the theme that sometimes one must delve into the darkness to bring light to the truth. In the heart of the cave lies a large, smooth rock, its surface etched with intricate patterns and faintly glowing symbols. The discovery is accidental, a result of a stray beam of light from Jason's flashlight. As they clear the dust off its surface, the true complexity of the engravings begins to emerge, suggesting a purposeful communication from ages past. This rock becomes a central piece of the puzzle. Its engravings suggest a deliberate attempt to preserve knowledge or a message across millennia. This moment of discovery is laden with awe and a profound sense of connection to the past. The characters speculate about the people who left these marks and their reasons for doing so. Analyzing the rock's carvings, they start to see patterns that could be linked to the mysterious message that initiated their journey. This discovery adds a tangible element to their quest, grounding their lofty search for truth in the hard, cold reality of stone. The sound of helicopter blades breaks the silence of the valley, signaling the arrival of a rescue team. The group is relieved yet reluctant to leave the cave and its secrets behind. As they are escorted to safety, Jason ensures that the photos he took of the rock's carvings are secure. These images are now their most prized possession. Back in civilization, these photos are shared with experts in ancient scripts and archaeology. The feedback is exhilarating. The inscriptions are possibly a link to a civilization long lost to history. The experts' interest in these findings validates the importance of their discovery and propels them further into their investigation. This part of the narrative underscores the importance of preserving and understanding historical artifacts. The revelations from the cave's carvings open new avenues in their investigation, suggesting that the secrets they seek to uncover are far older and more significant than they initially imagined. The challenge of translating the ancient texts proves to be a daunting task. The carvings, laden with historical and cultural nuances, require expert attention. This process of deciphering becomes a metaphorical excavation, as each symbol translated sheds light on long-forgotten truths. The translations reveal narratives of justice, equality, and governance from the ancient civilization. These insights are not just academic, they resonate deeply with the current investigation, offering parallels that are both enlightening and eerie. The texts speak of a society striving for ideals that mirror the protagonist's own modern struggles against corruption and deceit. This section highlights the timeless nature of certain human struggles and the recurring themes of power and justice. As the past aligns with the present, the protagonists find themselves reflecting on their own roles in these historical cycles, driven more than ever to uncover the full truth. Returning to their normal lives proves difficult for Christine and Jason. The mysteries of the cave and its inscriptions linger in their minds, a constant reminder that their journey is far from over. They find themselves at a crossroads, needing to decide whether to continue their pursuit of the truth or to return to the safety of their former lives. Their resolve is tested, but ultimately solidified. They commit to pursuing the investigation to the end, driven by the revelations from the cave and the unresolved questions about the initial anonymous message. This decision marks a significant turning point in the narrative, as it transitions from a reactive to a proactive quest. This part of the story emphasizes the personal costs of their journey. The protagonists grapple with fear, uncertainty, and the impact of their quest on their personal lives. However, their commitment to uncovering the truth outweighs these concerns, setting the stage for the next phase of their adventure. The setting of the meeting is a stark, modern boardroom in Ragersville, contrasting sharply with the ancient cave. The atmosphere is charged with a mix of anticipation and tension. New key characters are introduced, including the enigmatic chairman, whose motives are unclear.
The initial discussions are cloaked in corporate jargon, but soon, the true agenda begins to surface. This meeting is about a project that directly relates to the inscriptions found in the cave.
This revelation ties the past discoveries directly to current events, making the stakes higher than ever. This scene is pivotal as it connects the dots between the ancient texts and modern-day machinations. The protagonist's suspicions are heightened as they realize the depth and breadth of the conspiracy they are up against. As the meeting progresses, the chairman reveals the project's scope. It involves manipulating the knowledge from the inscriptions to gain power.
The implications are massive, suggesting a conspiracy that extends beyond mere corporate greed.
The protagonists are shocked but not entirely surprised. Their skepticism turns to resolve as they understand the true scale of what they are fighting against. The meeting becomes a battleground of wits and wills, as Christine and Jason navigate the treacherous waters of corporate politics and hidden agendas.
This part of the narrative delves into themes of power and manipulation, highlighting the dangers of knowledge in the wrong hands.
The protagonist's mission becomes not just about uncovering the truth, but also about protecting it from those who would use it for harm. Following the intense meeting, the protagonists attend a grand party, a stark contrast to the high-stakes atmosphere of the boardroom. The ballroom is opulent, filled with influential figures whose conversations seem light, but are heavy with unspoken knowledge. Christine and Jason use this opportunity to gather information, mingling with guests while keeping their ears open for any slip of information about the inscriptions or the project. The tension under the surface is palpable, as every interaction holds potential clues or pitfalls. This scene highlights the dual nature of their quest, the visible glamour and the hidden dangers. It emphasizes the social navigation required to uncover secrets hidden in plain sight, blending into the world of the powerful while remaining apart from it. The night takes a dramatic turn when a mysterious figure approaches Christine and Jason. The figure, hooded and cautious, insists on talking privately.
In the safety of their hotel room, the figure reveals himself as Lee, a researcher who has been following the inscription story.
Lee offers help, sharing his own findings and suspicions about the chairman's motives. This unexpected alliance offers new insights and resources, but also new risks. The protagonist must decide quickly whether to trust Lee, understanding that allies can sometimes turn into adversaries. This scene is crucial as it introduces a new dynamic to the narrative. The confrontation with Lee shifts the protagonists from being mere participants in the story to being leaders in the fight against the conspiracy. Recognizing the need for allies in their complex battle, Christine and Jason decide to trust Lee. This decision is not made lightly. It involves weighing the risks of betrayal against the potential benefits of his knowledge and connections.
Together, they form a plan to expose the chairman's misuse of the inscriptions.
This alliance is strategic, combining their investigative skills with Lee's insider knowledge. The trio works in sync, each bringing their own strengths to the table, unified by their common goal. This part of the narrative explores themes of trust and alliance in the face of adversity. It underscores the importance of collaboration in uncovering large-scale deceptions, and the strength that comes from diverse individuals uniting towards a common cause. The newfound alliance is immediately put to the test. After uncovering critical information that needs to be shared with the public, they realize they are being watched. A daring escape plan is hatched, involving stealth, timing, and a bit of luck. Navigating through shadowed corridors and dodging security, they manage to escape, but not without close calls. Their success is a testament to their planning and the trust they've placed in each other. The escape is exhilarating and tense, showcasing their resourcefulness and determination. This section is filled with action, serving as a climax to the buildup of tension. It's a physical and symbolic break from the forces that seek to control and suppress the truth. Once at the safe house, the trio takes a moment to regroup. Here, away from immediate danger, they strategize their next moves. The safe house, a stark, unassuming place, becomes their command center, from which they plan how to go public with their findings. During this time, they also deal with the emotional and psychological impacts of their journey. The safe house is a place of reflection, where fears and hopes are equally confronted. The strategy developed here is not just about exposing the truth, but also about ensuring their safety going forward. This part of the story delves into the preparations for the final confrontation. It highlights the blend of tactical planning and personal resilience needed to challenge powerful adversaries. Armed with irrefutable evidence, the trio returns to confront the chairman during a high-profile board meeting. The evidence is presented methodically, leaving no room for doubt. Following the confrontation, the authorities step in. The chairman and his key accomplices are arrested, their plans thwarted. The media swarm the scene, broadcasting the scandal to the world. The protagonists watch as justice takes its course, feeling a mix of relief and exhaustion. The office where it all started now feels different. Christine and Jason, along with Lee, reflect on their journey. They have exposed a major conspiracy, but they know there are more battles ahead. However, for now, they take a moment to appreciate their victory. This new beginning is not just about continuing their investigative work. It's about rebuilding on cleaner, more honest foundations. The experience has changed them, made them more aware of the shadows, but also more appreciative of the light. This final part of the narrative looks forward to the future. It is a contemplation of the ongoing struggle against corruption and the perpetual journey towards truth. The story ends on a hopeful note, suggesting that while the fight against darkness is never over, each victory brings us closer to a brighter world.